What does the college soccer season look like? Today we're going to talk about schedule for a season for a typical D1, D2, and D3 teams. And so you guys have more of an idea of what you're getting yourself into if you're trying to play college soccer. Typically, teams will begin their preseason training in August, usually early August for D1 teams and mid-August for Division 3 teams. And towards the end of August, both D1, D2, and D3 teams will begin having their first preseason non-conference games. Start getting the legs moving, start seeing their players kind of rotating throughout the entire lineup. And then when September rolls around, that's when conference play starts. And that'll kind of go from September, October, November. They'll have some other friendly games, some other competitive non-conference games. But that'll be like the bulk of your regular season throughout those 3 months. And around October time, conference tournament will start. And you'll have those tournaments with your conference, the teams in your league competing in a tournament-style competition. That's for most leagues in D1, D2, and D3. And then the NCAA tournament happens, and that goes from November to early December. Changes a little bit. D3 plays their NCAA tournament a little earlier than D1 and D2. And then winter break happens, and spring seasons where D1, D3, D1, D2, and then D3 teams vary a lot. D1 and D2 teams will have a few games during the spring season. They'll be training quite regularly. D3 has a lot more restrictions on how often they can train, and they can only have one game throughout the spring. So that's a huge distinction between the D2, D1 level and the D3 level. So that's super huge to know. And then summer happens and the cycle continues again. It's pretty much that same schedule throughout the year, every year. If this sounds good to you and you want to play college soccer, I help players throughout the recruiting process. So go to the link in my bio and apply for a call.